Hello everyone, my name is Crimson, and welcome back to another video. So I guess we're just going to be continuing what's going on with the censorship stuff. So there's been a few different things going on. Let's see, the UK has gone to complete and total hell. They have literally told their entire population multiple times to just screw off. It's gonna get really bad there, like really bad, really soon, I fear. Trump signed that executive order, which I might have covered in the last video. Doesn't seem to have stopped much anyway, because PayPal did straight up just like start blacklisting Steam, which is horrible. Itch.io is still, the games that they have removed, they are not going to put back, even if said games are free or returned to a free status. They have made it pretty clear that they're just going to do what the payment processors say, even for the free games. So their terms of service are just ignore them. Just assume that anything you make is probably liable to be removed, no matter what you do, because that's going to be the new rule on itch. And then on top of that, we just got all this other stuff going on at the moment, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot of good things that are going to happen from this. I guess Steam being put in this position, they're probably going to start pushing for a creative solution that might help everyone in the long run. We'll just have to wait and see. And then we got some other stuff going on down on itch that's a little bit just messy. Between saying, head pats are illegal, or whatever the fuck. And then the situation with Toxic Yuri visual novel jam. There's a lot of mess going on. Now, at the very least, I can say this about the Toxic Yuri visual novel jam. They've always pushed boundaries and broken a couple rules on itch that are pretty damn clear. So in this time of strife, when itch is really being pressured, I can't imagine that they would not have been hit for some of the things that they've just been allowed to do in the past. As much as I think that those games definitely deserve to exist, and they're usually made by people who need to express these ideas because they've suffered some way. There's also actual rules on itch preventing some of the mechanics that they're using. And those rules have always existed, and people have just blatantly ignored them the entire time. God, I remember I saw a Goro game on itch once, and the creator literally tried to say, well, there's no sexual violence in it. I'm sorry, you're sexually murdering people. Haha. No, you're lucky that itch hasn't struck you down yet. Thank God that was like over a year ago, but geez, man, there's some things that you just don't put on itch because it's always been against their rules. There's other places for that. Go to DL site. They allow pretty much everything. You just gotta use mosaics. But that's been the world of censorship in a nutshell. There's been a lot of evolutions, but not like too many individual big ones. I guess we can say the furry community, especially the ferals, have been hit hard on Blue Sky. I mean, we've been fighting against that kind of bigotry for probably the entire time we've existed. Especially me, since I'm a brony. It's like, all I want to do is make some weird, crazy, sexy pony shit, alright? That's what bronies are for. That's what we've always done, from the beginning. There's no reason that I shouldn't be allowed to, make and share what I want, but Blue Sky is going to be a nightmare about it, and so that's why I didn't go to Blue Sky, to be honest, because I could tell that's going to be the kind of rule of thumb, is they'll just take down whatever they decide is not okay at the moment, and that moment might change all the time. as for just me, oh man, it's been tough emotionally and mentally. This past month has taken me from being in a really positive mindset. I've been trying to cultivate a positive mindset for all year, and it took me from there, and it just ruined every desire to create anything going forward. I'll keep making stuff, but right now, especially after the disaster that was my survey being hit by like 50 plus fake reviews, I have lost pretty much all desire to just make games at the moment. And that really smarts, because I finally figured out a way to make my Animal Crossing dating sim work, and I'm just like, I don't have the energy to work on it. I'll write the notes down and come back to it later. Who knows when that is? Might be a few months. In the meantime, I'm going to just keep focusing on my FemFic 100 project and go from there. Speaking of the FemFic 100 project, this is not really related to the censorship stuff, but it is pretty related to everything I do. Basically, I think FemFic has pretty much died from last year. Like, I've been checking it out for a couple of days, and I don't think I've seen the total users go above 1,000 in a day. The new stories that are popular, a lot of them only have like 60 views after 2 or 3 days of viewing. And my views on my stories seem to cap out around about 900 to over 1,000. And I think this is just me being like making random estimates. I think there's maybe about a total of 2,000 active users on FemFiction still, probably just checking in every couple of days, and then you got people like me that check in multiple times in the same day. But I'm a little worried that FemFiction might basically be dead. Like, there's, that strong community of about 1,000 to 2,000 people left, but outside of that, and unless we get like a big movement like, I don't know, Gen 6 coming out, I think FemFic might be quiet for a while. And given that they're doing a live action movie, oh Lord, I have no faith that My Little Pony's going to be in a good place for a very long time. The live action movie freaks me the hell out. I'm worried they're going to just do a Sonic, and I'm like, that only worked because Sonic put in the goddamn effort to make a good fucking story 3 times in a row. My Little Pony's not known for their good fucking stories, okay? They got a couple of them, but if you're not working with like a timeless setting, something that's not gonna be staple to any pop culture movement, like Gen 5 failed in my opinion because it's not timeless. It doesn't escape reality. The whole stupid Twitter or TikTok shit that they put in, just that dated it. It is so beyond dated. It's never going to get out of that. And I just hope that whatever they do for Gen 6, that they make sure that it stays timeless. Even if they do the sin of putting a human in there, which will ruin the whole thing. Because we won't be allowed to make stuff about them because of the stupid rules on FemFiction. But even if they put a human on there, I really just hope that... I hope they don't put a human there. That'll ruin it for me entirely. Humans and ponies can sometimes mix, but you gotta put in a lot of effort, and I don't think MLP is gonna do that. I don't think Hasbro's capable of that anymore. Even Flower the Dumb Robot, I'm really concerned about the fact that I saw humans in the trailer, so I'm gonna be watching that one, but I'm gonna be watching it very cautiously. But I'm worried Gen 6 is just gonna be crap. They're not gonna make it timeless. They're not gonna make it fantastic or Victorian. It's just gonna be bad. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they'll surprise me. I mean, maybe they'll do the ideas they had for Gen 5 originally, which was like a like a Norse mythology take on ponies, which would have been really freaking cool. Also, it's okay to reuse the characters. If they want to just, you know, put Twilight Sparkle back in there with a new voice actor and make her an Earth pony, that's fine. That's how the show has always worked. We don't need a single continuity in universe because that was bad. That was really bad. But I've gone way off topic. So, censorship sucks. This channel's probably dying because of it. Visa, MasterCard are evil. Keep calling them, you know, don't let them forget their mistakes. And let's hope that Steam finds a new solution. Whatever solution Steam finds, we need to support it if it works, because we need a payment processor that's not going to tell us what we can do with our money, okay? And also, just really hope that the whole mass censorship and ID bullshit just goes away or gets better, because right now we're looking at the point where we might all have to join the dark web just to make art, and that really sucks. Oh well. That's been Crimson this week, talking about how bad things are in the entire planet, but hopefully next week will be better. Adios.